Hey, T-Birds. This is Mr. T, your teacher. Hey! Coming to you with another episode of On the Farm with Mr. T. It's a cold, wet day. I'm in the barn. It's not very comfortable in here right now. But this is what going to school looks like. This is why every school day I come to you with a video so you know I'm thinking about you. All right? Every time we have school, you see my video, you're like, hey, there's Mr. T. He's thinking about me. Because I am. That's why I'm here. So, before we take our big breaths, let's think about habit number one, being proactive. One of the important things about being proactive is that you take responsibility for yourself. You're not in charge of other people, you're in charge of yourself. And when you make a mistake, you own it. You don't blame somebody else. Blaming someone is like the worst thing you can do. You know how bad it is at school when you try to tell me if you did something wrong, you try to point your finger at, well, she was... We're responsible for ourselves, and when we make mistakes, it's okay. When you make a mistake, it's okay. Own it. Say, hey, I did it, and I'm going to get better at it. That's called taking responsibility, not blaming others. It's part of habit number one, being proactive, okay? So make sure you're doing that at home. Stand up tall, stand up proud in the power pose. Take a deep breath in. Let it out with a smile to be calm. Deep breath in. Let it out. Deep breath in. Let it out for confidence. And a deep breath in. Let's go to work. All right, got some shout outs. Yeah, Gavin got a shout out. He did an AABC pattern with his toys. He knew the riddle, what has eyes and can't see was the potato. He read epic books. He's been knocking it out. Mia, she did ABB patterns with pineapples and candles, I think. Her mom sent me a great video of it. And she knew the riddle about the potato, and she's doing great on her dictation, and she says, hello, T-Birds. Elia, she's been working hard. You know she got her Super Master Blaster Blender last time. Now she's working on her Memory Word Club. Hope you get it, Elia. I'm ready to send you that certificate. She's crushing the dictation. And when we did the patterns, she was able to predict what comes next in the pattern. So that was a great job. She also got the new riddle. What has hands but does not clap? A clock. All right. Clock has hands that tells the time. Like this. And those are called hands, but they can't clap. So she got that. Good job. Gavin, he's been playing a lot with his brother. He did the dictation and the shape challenge, and he got the riddle question. What has hands and cannot clap? He's had a watch, which is true too. Watch has hands as well as a clock. Kaylin, she did sheet 16 in 52 seconds. Oh my goodness. And we know what that means. Bum, 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 bum. Wow! Triple stars my face. Way to go, Kaylin. I've got a new setup here today, so I'm still trying to figure it out. So great job, Kaylin. She's also filled buckets by helping clean up around the house, and she video called her pappy. Her mom says she's a pattern superstar, so she understands all the patterns and how they repeat and how to predict what comes next, so I love that. She read a story called Fat Cat and drew the setting, which was in the living room and outside, so great job. Look, all the T-Birds. Amelia, Drayden, David, Eli, I miss you. Ryan, Sky, Ava, Ashton. You are special. Kaylin, Connor, Gavin, Maddie, Mason R. Y'all been working hard. Mason S, Lila, Julie, Mia, Skylar. You're great T-Birds. Okay? I miss my T-Birds. So a little shout out to everybody. Let's look at the calendar. Dun, 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 dun. I got this new thing. I'm not so sure it's going to work. So today is April 27. The ordinal number is 27th. So today is Monday, April 27. Tomorrow is this number right here. What is it, everybody? The number after 27 is? If you said 28, right on. Good job. Okay, let's go over here for our blending. If blending this week, you're going to be working on sheet number 17. You got to work on sheet 16 if you're not in the Super Master Blaster Blender Club yet. So you need to get that in less than 60 seconds. If you already got that, we're moving on to sheet 17 and the letter J. Letter J is all over sheet 17, okay? So it's kind of a new letter for us to work with. So I have some blending words up here. These came right off sheet 17. So let's do it together, right? Jug, right? Job. Job. Great. At. What is it? Jet. Jot. Jot. And jot means to write down. Take a note. You jot a note. And for our dictation, get a pencil out, whatever you need, paper. Our dictation sentence today is, my job is fun. Okay, write that down. Pause the video if you need to. But the sentence again is, my job is fun. All right, let's see how you did. Okay, we're going to check the dictation from the greenhouse today. A little on-site stuff we got going on here. Here is the sweet potatoes that are growing. See all those little green plants coming out of the potatoes? And the temperature is 80 degrees in there, so it's nice and warm for the sweet potatoes. Salads are coming up. And here is your dictation sentence. My job is fun. Uppercase M, right? Beginning of sentence, uppercase. 2 finger space between my words. Sweeping down, got a period there. And I wrote that on the box of potatoes that was shipped to us for planting. So we have more potatoes to plant. Fig trees looking good here. And that's what's exciting going on inside the greenhouse. Maybe I'll show you a little bit of the studio and why I've had to change some stuff around. Are you still with me? Okay. This is the rack where I was doing my reporting from. This held the phone while I did my videos, and then I could wheel it around and check things out. But the rack is needed for the farm because these are onions that are inside this netted area to keep certain insects out. So that whole rack is now no longer my studio, but now it's part of the growing facility for our onions, sweet onions. So I've gone over here to this piece of equipment that I have, which is, if I back it up enough, it's a pitchfork with a phone mount on it. And then I put my notes there. So I put the phone in there, then I can drag it around and do my videos with that. So not very fancy, but I'm getting it done. Okay, T-Birds in math this week, we are going to be working on telling time. Isn't that great? So now you can stop asking your parents what time it is, because you're going to learn how to tell time, at least to the hour anyway. A little bit easier. So this is a clock here. You may have a clock at home, an alarm clock or something that your mom and dad may let you use to kind of play with and move it around, see what different time it is. This alarm clock's broken, so I could use it for instructional purposes. So right here, we said clocks have hands but don't clap, right? So these are the hands. This is called the big hand. It's long. This is called the little hand because it's short, okay? And then if the clock was working, this hand would be going a little bit faster all the way around. That's called the second hand. So the big hand, the little hand. We're only going to worry about telling time to the hour. That's when the big hand is on 12. Because when the big hand is on 12, that means there are 0 minutes to the hour. So right here, time's going by fast. And now it is 5 o'clock. Because the little hand's on the 5. Big hand's on the 12. So that's 5 o'clock. And let's bring it around. Time's going by fast again. Here comes the next one. It's going to be, what time is it? What time is it? What time is it? What time is it, everybody? It is 6 o'clock. The big hand's on 12. Little hand is on 6. So that is exactly 6 o'clock. So every time this little hand moves, or this big hand moves, that's 1 minute, 2 minutes, 3 minutes, 4 minutes, 5 minutes. So now it's 5 minutes after 6, or 6:05. And let's keep moving it. Let's see what happens here. 11. There's little dashes there. 12, 13. Oh, no. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. So even though it's pointing to the number 2, that's the hour. So it's pointing to the number 2. That tells how many of those dashes did we count? We counted 10. So it's 6:10. 6:10 is the time. But right now, we're only going to worry about telling it when it's to the hour. So that means when it is straight up on 12, when the big hand is on 12. There's 0 minutes to the hour. So that is, what time is it? 7 o'clock. And let's do one more. Sweep it around, sweep it around, sweep it around, sweep it around. And I'm going to stop right there. And that is what time, everybody? 8 o'clock. 8 o'clock. So you know there's different types of clocks. This is called an analog because it has a face and hands. And then this is a digital, what you might see on a telephone or on your microwave or something like that. Or some alarm clocks have digital time as well. So this is the same time as that. So this says 8 o'clock. This says 8 o'clock. This says 8 and the number of minutes, 0. So that means it's 8 o'clock. All right. This is digital time. This is analog. Let's see what it looks like if I go ahead in time a little bit, and we'll see what the digital time looks like for 9. There's 10 o'clock. There's 11 o'clock. Hey, now look, when they're both all lined up, they're both of them, the big hand and the little hand, are lined up at 12. That is 12 o'clock. That's noon or midnight. And let's just go 1 o'clock and 2 o'clock. And this is what 2 o'clock on digital time looks like. All right, 2 o'clock. Now you're going to need to practice this, and you can do this with your mom and dad or family members, and you can work on trying to figure out what time it is when it's straight up big hand is on 12. And your challenge is actually going to be to write the digital time for some time during the day. Look at the clock, figure out what time it is, and then write it down in a digital format and take a picture of it, send it to me, show me you can tell. You can look at a face clock, an analog clock, and write the time down digitally. All right? It's a number, 2 dots, then 0, 0. Okay? I know you can do it. A little bit challenging, but I think you're up for it. So that's one challenge. That's the clock challenge. And you can also just practice with the clock, because by the end of the week, I want you to be able to tell the time. I'm going to move the clock around. You need to be able to say what time it is. Other challenge is sheet 17. Work on getting that in under 60 seconds. If you have not gotten sheet 15 under 60 seconds yet, and you're not a Super Master Blaster Blender yet, you know who you are. You need to get your driver's license. So knock that out. Knock that out. I want to get those out to the last 4 of you who need it. So that's the blending challenge, sheet 17. If you already got 15. If you haven't got 15, get back there on it and get it. An additional math challenge is a hiking and biking challenge that Mrs. T and I did. We hiked 10 miles. Then the next day we biked 17. How many miles did we do all together? This is like first grade math though, so if you're not up for it, don't worry about it. But if you think you can handle the challenge, I biked 10. Mrs. T and I hiked 10 miles. And then we biked 17. How many miles all together? That's kind of a bonus one for you. And I need you working on goals. Talk to your parents about goals. In the email I'm sending to your parents today, I'm going to tell them specifically the type of goals I'm looking for, but you know what they are. They're your mind, body, and heart goals. Mind goals are getting in a club or reading a certain number of books. Body goals are doing a certain number of exercises or being able to ride your bike or do a flip or whatever body things you want to work on, learn how to swim, whatever it might be. And then the last one is a heart goal, how you're helping others. You're setting the table so many times. You're taking the dog out so many times. Remember, all the goals are challenging and measurable. You have to be able to say, hey, I definitely got them. All right? So those are your challenges for tomorrow. Okay? And I got a riddle for you again. Are you ready for the riddle? What can you hear but not see or touch, even though you are in control of it? Okay, this is something you're in control of. You can hear it, but you can't see it or touch it. What is it? I know some of these riddles are tough. Okay, T-Birds. I miss you. I love you. I'm thinking about you. That's why I'm coming to you with a video today. And I hope you're having a great fun day Monday. And I will see you tomorrow. Bye.